Hello and welcome to Straight Talk, Supply Chain Insights, the podcast for your supply chain leader who is on the go and wants to be in the know. And now, your host, Lora Cecere.
Today I'm interviewing Betty Oliver. Betty works at Schneider, and they've been working on some very, very interesting programs on educating students on supply chain management. Betty, welcome to the show and introduce yourself.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. My name is Betty Oliver. I currently am employed with Schneider Electric, one of the world's leading utility and energy management companies. And I am currently serving in the role as business unit partner for the energy business as well as ITD.
And the group may not know what ITD is, so maybe you could explain.
Information technology and distribution. So we work with technology to provide connectedness through technology all over the world. So all of your data centers, energy that you're getting into your residential homes, commercial energy, we provide as well as manage that energy for our customers.
Well, perfect. Betty, now tell the group a little bit about the program you've been working on to educate students on supply chain. You know, how it came about, what you've been doing, and any insights that you've had.
So in our industry, we have been challenged over the past years with finding excellent talent and being able to retain that talent. And traditionally, we started with recruiting out of college. We even have some roles in the supply chain organization that didn't require a 4-year degree. But as the economy continues to grow and the unemployment rate continues to drop, we found ourselves challenged as well as other industry leaders in the area with finding talent. We all were looking at the same pool of individuals, and we were all struggling with recruiting those individuals. So what we have done collectively is work with the Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce in their workforce and economic development, and they are a lead into the different companies and industries that have interest in coming to our local area in Middle Tennessee as well as growing, and we're partnering with them to identify talent. So we have partnerships with the community colleges, and that still was not fulfilling our need for talent. So what we did was had a focus group. We established a committee, and we have been meeting monthly to just kind of brainstorm to decide what can we do next. What we decided to do late last fall was start to go into the high schools. So we work with the State of Tennessee Education Department and partner with 4 of our local high schools to help write supply chain skill sets, supply chain knowledge, and that just basic foundational learning right into their curriculum so it can be part of a new offering of a career path. And through that, we have engaged the teachers, we've engaged the other faculty and staff at those schools, as well as the students and the parents, and they've kind of gotten on board to pilot this program in 3 of the local high schools.
I think that's wonderful. And what kind of jobs are you targeting? Are they warehousing? Are they fork trucks? Are they people to help you with picking? What kind of jobs are you targeting?
So you've touched on all of those points, which are great, and that's the good thing and the thing that we like to share about supply chain. There are a number of roles that you can fill at different levels as well as grow your career in supply chain. So we teach from a perspective that they know how to do basic analytical skills so they can come in and be analysts. They can be assemblers in our manufacturing, either light assembly or heavy assembly. They can work with materials and logistics as well as drive fork trucks and tuggers. So it's a vast opportunity for them, and the intent is to not just recruit them into the organization, but let them make a career in our organization. So it's not only a place they come to work, but also a place they come to retire.
I think that's fabulous, and I am sure that it helps you with diversity as well, and both diversity of thought, diversity of color, and backgrounds. So do you find that true as well?
Absolutely, and ironically, I'm a big proponent and one of the leaders in our organization for diversity and inclusion. So we're always seeking out individuals to help represent, culturally and diversely in our organization, what we see in our community and in our customer base. So this has been extremely helpful.
Well, that's great. So if others were thinking about doing a similar program, what advice would you have? What resources did you go to that work? What would you do differently? What would you tell other people to do?
One of my first suggestions would be go to your local Chamber of Commerce and understand what the demographics look like and what the forecasted growth looks like for the area in which they're trying to recruit talent. With that, it will hopefully lead them to a level of understanding where they are in their organization and where their gap is going to be dependent on their organizational growth. From that, reaching out to the local schools and communities. We have all kind of programs like STEM and FIRST and those things. So there are a ton of young talent and young students ready to do something different, because what we have learned and others will learn is that the college path is not the path for everyone. So this is an opportunity for young individuals to find something that's meaningful, contributing, sustaining, and where they can earn a decent salary and provide for themselves and their family and help give back to the economy, the local economy. So Chamber of Commerce, one, is key for us, and then going into the school systems to see what their needs are as well.
Well, Betty, thanks for sharing your experience with us today. So many times I think we try to mainstream everyone through a single-threaded career path, college, and don't really embrace diversity. And we've got a tremendous opportunity, I think, for supply chain leaders to build supply chain teams in new and novel ways. And I bet most of the high school students hadn't even heard of supply chain before you started the program. So.
That would be accurate. It's, they typically think of it as warehousing and logistics, and it's in a very exciting, challenging place to be, a good space to be in an organization. I try to get them to think everything that you're wearing today, those phones that you're holding or shoving in your back pocket, those shoes that you have on, and the cars that you took or you took to get here, all of that was done through supply chain. So join us.
Well, thank you, Betty. And for others that are interested in similar programs, we've got a 10 to 15% talent shortage on the horizon by 2025. For people to help us in supply chain, warehousing, logistics, truck driving. And so I think broadening the skill base, the understanding is great. Thank you, Betty. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Until next time. Thank you very much. That's all we got to do.
Thank you. Thank you. Supply chain is my heart.